Oh my God, I forgot how hard that is. Okay, so the dog is feeling better and we are out on the trail again this morning. Um, and I am going to try what I've been wanting to do for a really long time, which is a couch to 5K. I did try one back in 2019 before I lost weight, which I look back on and think is pretty impressive. I was very, very heavy. I was over 300 pounds and I loved it. I really liked doing it and I was really impressed with myself. So I would like to try, now that I've lost weight, to see what it would be like to try to run. I get a little worried about my knees. I know that my knees are not the best, especially after being so heavy for so long. And I actually just got over a knee injury. But I think if I go slow and test it out, we can see. So that's what I'm going to try this morning. I'm alone on this trail, so I'm not too nervous about trying to run in public. The Couch to 5K program is pretty nice because they really start you off slow and you just jog for like, I think it's like a minute or 30 seconds at a time. And every day you incrementally do a little bit more. I downloaded myself a millennial workout playlist so that I could try to get pumped up for today. And I'm kind of excited. And my dog's pooping. So at least he's doing it now. Oh my God, I forgot how hard that is. I am not in shape. And that's okay. I'm in my cool down now. So I finished the running sections. I have to go in and check. I think it's running for 30 seconds and walking for 2 minutes. Sorry, but I wanted proof that really pushed me. By the time I was done with the cool down for walking, I was barely caught up on my breath to do the running part again. So definitely need some practice. This is not something that I plan to do every day because I think that that's pushing too hard, too fast. However, I know it's really good for my body to, like, it's good for my lungs and my heart to get my blood pumping like that, to breathe heavy. It's good to sweat. Going on walks is easy and something I plan to always do. But a couple times a week, I need to be pushing myself a little bit more. Is there someone behind me? Oh, that's so weird. I thought that bush was a car. A couple times a week, I need to push myself into getting my heart beating and sweating. So I think I'm gonna do this. See if I can get a little better at running. Towards the end, I was running in a technical sense. So I was kind of running, but it was a very slow jog. It was technically running, the best kind of running. I do feel good. It's getting warm already. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. And wearing the hoodie, towards the end, I'm definitely feeling it. But I feel very accomplished. I thought for sure halfway through, I was gonna have to skip one of those running sections and just walk through it. But I didn't. So feeling accomplished, ready to walk for the rest of this trail and go home and get a much earned glass of tea and reading a book. Okay, so I am prepping my salad for the week and realized as I was pulling up the recipe again, just to make sure I knew what I was doing, that I am missing a few things from it. So I'm gonna fake my way through it. I mean, I have all of the important things for the salad, but I didn't, the store didn't have mint. And I didn't pick up parsley for some reason. I'm going to throw together all the main ingredients, kind of fake my way through with some of the herbs and other flavorings, and throw this together for the week because I would like it to chill in the fridge before eating it this afternoon for lunch. So I'm going to prep it now.
Not too shabby. I think after it sits for a few hours, it'll be even better. Definitely has a different flavor profile with the basil added in. Not a bad thing, just different than what I'm used to. And I'm hopeful that letting it sit will have the dried parsley hydrate just a little bit, because this usually has a half a cup of fresh parsley in it, which is really, really delicious. I think I'm going to miss that, but overall, still all the main ingredients. So I'm excited for that for lunch. For breakfast, I had my protein shake this morning before my walk. So now I'm going to have my protein yogurt. This one I got on sale, and my nectarine is ripe, so I'm going to have a nectarine instead of cantaloupe, because these are my favorite when they're ripe and juicy and delicious. And I think I'm also going to make another slice of toast. One, because I like the balance, and two, that bread needs to get eaten before it goes bad. So I'm going to make some breakfast, and then I'm going to go do a little bit of research. I've got some legal stuff to do, a lot of research to do, some writing that I have to do on the computer before I have a telehealth appointment for therapy this afternoon. So that is how I'm going to spend my mid-morning and early afternoon. Okay, so it is 2 p.m. It's later than I would have liked, but I was really into the legal argument that I was writing. And in between there, I had a really good therapy appointment. So I'm a little emotionally exhausted between the two things. So it is about time that I eat something and just take a moment. So I'm putting together the salad that I made this morning. This is what we are looking at. I like to put it on a bed of lettuce. It just sort of bulks it up a little bit more, and it makes it more of a salad rather than just relying on the quinoa. And then I also like to put on a sprinkle of hemp hearts and some sunflower seeds. So that's what I have today. No feta cheese because I forgot to buy it, but that's okay. It is still good without the feta. I'm going to eat my salad, take a moment, maybe watch a quick episode of something before I get on with the rest of my stuff today. Okay, I feel a lot better. Took a break, and I'm ready to kind of get back into things. I realized that there's been no discussion about some of the stuff that's been going on in my life, and I've talked about some things. One of them is that this legal situation that I'm in. We have been renovating the kitchen. I will talk about the kitchen renovation and what I've been working on and everything a little bit later. It was a huge, huge project that took 10 months of our time. It's still not quite done, but it is functional and it's decent for right now. But the main problem is that the contractor that was working on the project left the project before it was finished. And in order to recoup some of the money that we paid him, I have to go through the court because he isn't paying it. So that's been a very frustrating part of everything as well, because there are no good resources for somebody who is doing this pro se. I am not getting an attorney for this. I do not want or need an attorney for this. But they don't have any resources for just a normal person to be able to learn how to write what needs to be written, how to file things with the court, and how to move through the process. So it's been very, very slow to get this moving forward. And one of the things on my list for this week is to research and write the motion that I needed to write to send into the court. And so that's what I did. And it's just a lot of effort every time I have to go and do it. And it's, it's exhausting, and it drums up all these feelings of being really, upset with the process and having to go through this and the stress of that. And, there was a lot of negativity back and forth with the contractor. He had a bit of an anger problem. And so it's just very stressful to think about and to be in the middle of. I am done, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to let it sit for a day or two before I look at it with fresh eyes, but I think it's done. So now I'm just at the point where I need to go take it to the court and get it filed. And so that makes me feel really accomplished. I have this problem where I feel like I need to be productive all the time. And especially since quitting my job, it's been really tough for me to manage these feelings of like not doing enough, even though I am chipping away at a lot of really important things. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do right now is embrace a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of, focusing on the things that I need and not just the things that I need to do. That is very, very, very difficult for me. So it has been good. I think it's been good. I am slowly learning to embrace, for the time being, focusing on myself, because that is one of the big reasons why I quit my job. I'm focusing on myself and my needs and, productivity, and big long-term goals are ahead, and I know what I'm going to do in the future. I just need to slowly get there. I don't want to jump too far too fast. I need to focus on myself and my needs. I am going to take today as a really big win for doing the legal stuff. That has been a huge weight that is now lifted. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go do some dishes, because it's important to me that when I cook dinner tonight, I have a clean kitchen to do so. So I'm going to go do some dishes and tidy up the kitchen. And then at that point, I think I'm going to focus on making sure that the curtain rods are marked, so that my husband can help me drill the holes and get those put in. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's because it was above my head, and I have a hard time sometimes. I'm not strong enough, but he was able to get them installed yesterday in the spots that I marked. So that's how we're going to tackle that. I'm going to mark the spot for him, and he's going to install it. That way we can kind of tag team it. What I was get these up yesterday. So now we've got, I still have the step stool there, but now we've got some curtains. And so I have this window behind me that needs them. And then there's another window, how do I point, over there, and a small window above the stairs. So I have a few of these to do. And it will be really helpful for me to at least get them marked, put the ball in his court for him to help with. And then from that point, I think I'm going to take a rest. I think I'll feel like that was a really, really good effort for today. And I think I'll go check to see if any of my online friends are available, and chat with some people and try to socialize a little bit, because that is also important to me and something I don't do well enough. I don't keep up with my friends. I don't socialize enough. And I really feel that absence sometimes. So I'm going to get better at that. Guess who stopped recording? This girl, because she's really bad at it at the end of the day. So I did do all the things that I set out to do. I socialized, and I had a really good rest of my night. There wasn't really much to do or talk about, which is why I didn't record it. For dinner that night, I did have tacos for Taco Tuesday. I made them with lean ground beef and carb balanced tortillas. I also had half of an avocado, because I will never eat less than a half of an avocado. And since I didn't get my cantaloupe earlier that morning, I went ahead and had a little bit with dinner. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you always look at the big picture, make good choices, and I will see you in the next one.